Key to the Kingdom. Now this is what you call a game. As a kid, it was one of my favorites. On the cover you see a wizard, a warrior, and a dragon. You know you can't go wrong. The game looks complicated, but you can learn it as you play. It's a pretty quick setup. You just pick your players here. You got purple, gray, blue, green, red, and poopy brown.
You have all these treasure cards. You hide them at random in the dungeons. One of these cards is the key, and that's what you need. All players compete to find which dungeon has the key, and once you get the key, plus one other treasure, you need to go back to the start to exit the kingdom and win the game. Each player gets a handful of equipment cards. These come useful when you're in a hazard zone. You might need the food to throw it to the wild boar or a rope to climb out of the rat pit. When you approach a hazard, you get out the hazard book to find out how to deal with it. For example, I have to cross the bridge in 2 rolls or less, or else I wake the giant. When you get to the dungeon, you fight a monster. This is where it gets really fun. You draw a random monster card. Some of these are totally insane, like the insectoid witch, the alien stalker, the demonic dwarf, the gargantuan cockroach, and the flying werewolf. Each monster has its own rules. For example, to beat the putrid poltergeist, you need a grappling hook and you have to guess if the total sum of 3 rolls will be higher or lower than 13. Yeah, let's battle some monsters with our crazy mathematics. If you win, you take the treasure, hoping it's the key. If you lose, you go to the dungeon prison cell. The coolest thing about this game is when you land on a whirlpool.
Whoa! The world is expanding before our very eyes. That's right, the game gets bigger. I always enjoyed not telling my friends about this part until it happened. Many drinks were spilled and many bowls of potato chips were knocked over.
Oh, and what happens if you get trapped in the folding of the board? Well, you have 3 rolls to get out, or else you die.
Oh, God.
Well, he's dead. Now that the world's expanded, there's a living forest, the tiger pen, the well of doom, and plenty more dungeons. There's a bridge that you have to build, and there's always a dangerous spot where if you fall off, you have to go down a separate course. I also forgot to mention the Demon King. If you happen to run into him, you get locked up in the dungeon. Every time you move your character, the Demon King transports to that number, so you never know where he's going to show up. This adds a lot of tension to the game. Once somebody finds the key, that's when it gets real intense. The other players have a chance to steal the key. If you're the one with the key, you want to make it out of there fast, because right now, everybody else is against you. If they get to the whirlpool first, they might close the board on you. One of your friends might actually wait by the exit, and as soon as you come near, they'll jump on the whirlpool and fold the game back out again. But you do have 3 rolls to escape, so they better plan it just right.
Yep, everybody's an asshole when it comes to Key to the Kingdom. If you can manage to find this game, get some friends together and give it a go. It's one of the greats.